Procreate is a versatile hand rendering app that can help you produce anything from super loose concept sketches to full-blown photorealistic renderings. But as viewers of this channel know, it can also help you scale your drawings, as we did in this tutorial, using importable grid templates and compatible architects, engineers, and metric scale rulers, or design in 3D, as we did in this tutorial, using the perspective drawing guide to help you extrude upward from an imported photograph of a 2D plan, or even design the lighting for your project, as we did in this tutorial, using the powerful lighting effects brushes in the brushes menu. But what about beginning a design from scratch? Can Procreate help architects and designers design from scratch any better than an old school sketchbook could? Let me begin by pointing out that some of the world's most beloved buildings were and still are designed by hand with pencil on paper. None of the architects of the buildings shown here use 3D software to dream up these designs. Yet these scribbles were all that were needed to begin the process of making those designs a reality. What makes Procreate such a powerful design tool is that it combines the best of both worlds, the natural and spontaneous act of designing with pencil in hand, and the superpowers of modern software, including the ability to add layers, transform shapes, cut and paste ideas, and share directly from the app. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at 3 real-world design projects and talk about the specific Procreate superpowers that helped me begin a design conversation more effectively than if I had just been designing on paper alone. Ready? Oh, and I'm throwing in a bonus project at the end for anyone that still has the patience to watch all of this. The first design sketch is for a house on a mountaintop in Colorado. Here, the drawing guide in perspective assist mode allowed me to sketch out a perspectively correct roof right in front of the client in about a minute. And the versatility of the Turpentine brush allowed me to use it as both a fat number 6 pencil to draw lines with, and as a smudgy, soft brush to punch up the line drawing with quick shades and shadows. Again, all of that right in front of the client, in real time. So the superpowers here: perspective assist, awesome variety of rendering brushes, and just plain speed and convenience. The second house shown here was inspired by the client's fascination with Buckminster Fuller. They wanted a circular house with a wraparound porch and views in every direction. What Procreate allowed me to do was quickly test ways the rectangular interior plan could meet the circular exterior walls, going back and forth from ground floor to first floor to roof, adding elevations and axonometric views as needed to explain the plans. The video playback of all these design ideas going on at once was especially pleasing to the client, and it went a long way to help them understand the challenges. If I had to pick the Procreate superpowers that helped me here, the video replay feature, and the incredible ease of developing your design by adding new layers and drawing on top of the old ones. The third design is an imaginary project born out of my fascination with mid-century modern ranch houses, all on one floor, low to the ground, rambling from room to room, each room with its own intimate connection to the outdoors. Procreate's superpowers gave me the confidence that I could just begin scribbling, come up with a simple plan diagram in perspective, add a new translucent layer of white, scribble a roof form over that in a different color, do a quick diagram to see what all that might look like in section, play with the front elevation, sketch a new plan under that, and then with just that basic information, use the hold and snap straight line feature and the perspective drawing assist feature to generate a quick view of the house from the street. When the bones of that view were set, I used the selection tool to create a frame around just the perspective, then blotted in some large areas of flat color using the Taralea brush, not worrying about which color I chose because I knew I could change it later. After using Drawing Assist and Select and Fill to add some roof dormers, I then switched to color. Added some very stylized foliage and new background trees with the rad brush and the tarlia brush. Sketched a few more lines in perspective. Used Select and Fill to quickly delineate those areas as a patio and a pool. And then adjusted the hues and saturations of all the colors so far to get the kind of retro, Scandinavian modern feeling that I was after. When the perspective was done, I made the background to the entire presentation that old school blueprint blue, popped the scribbles out by brightening them to white in the brightness menu, arranged the vignettes and the lettering in an artistic way, and voila. I want to remind everyone that even if you use Procreate to design in freehand, you can scale your drawings and assign dimensions at any point by importing them into one of the architect, engineering, or metric grid templates discussed in last week's video, then adjust their size and use importable scale rulers to add approximate dimensions. For those patient souls among you, here's the bonus project. I'll just turn up the music a little and let this take us out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you can use the grids and the brushes and the scale rulers that I've created to help you in your design practice. And as always, I'll look forward to seeing your comments below. I love talking to you guys and figuring out what helps you the most. And I hope to keep doing what I'm doing for many years. I'll see you all next week.